Hello to all of my YouTube friends, viewers, and subscribers alike. And in this video, after the request of a couple of my viewers, I'm going to be talking about my Moza KS wheel. Now, what I'm going to try to do a little bit different here is we all know there's like 70 programmable buttons. It is carbon fiber. It's very light. Magnetic clutch and paddles. RGB lighting for the buttons. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do a little bit different here, after seeing other reviewers saying that if you have less than 10 Newton meters, the KS wheel is not going to serve you because of the larger diameter. The R3 comes with the default ES wheel, 28 centimeters or roughly 11 inches. The KS wheel is 30 centimeters, roughly 12 inches. So all the reviewers are saying because of the larger diameter, you won't feel the force feedback as good if you have a base that is less than 10 Newton meters. And I'm here to dispel a little bit that myth. Now, I've been using my KS wheel for at least 2 to 3 weeks now, ever since I received it. I bought it, so this is not a paid video review for Moza, and I love it. I'm feeling, this wheelbase is so light. Even with the larger diameter, you're still going to feel everything that you used to, even on the R3. Now, a couple of little things that other reviewers weren't saying about this wheel either. There are RGB lighting, and this is fully programmable. You can program the colors, and you can also program at what RPM the lights are going to appear and blink and all that stuff. So if you want to program it to short shift or to rev a little bit higher, you can customize that. You can customize all of the button colors, which everybody mentioned that. But a couple of things that people didn't mention. These rotaries can either be programmed differently. Every selection, every turn can be a different button. Or it could be like a regular encoder, it goes up or down for all three of these. Now, things that I don't like that I wish that this wheel had was I don't understand the design up here. It feels like they could have put another button. I would also like buttons on the opposite side, but you can change the clutches here to be buttons. And we'll look at the Pithouse software shortly. Also, the other thing I don't like is these mini joysticks. I wish there were funky switches because I use them to navigate the MFD menus in my games. But the fact that I can't turn the knob once I selected the item that I want to change, I have to use the other one to either add or, go up or go down in my settings. If I want to change my tires to wet tires, I have to use the other mini joystick. I wish I could do everything on one with just one hand and the other hand still driving the race. Which I can still do, but it's a little bit wonky and it doesn't feel as natural. The other thing is that these mini joysticks do have a push button to them, and every so often by pressing it, I'm also putting, pressure on one direction or the other because you're driving and you're dealing with the force feedback. So sometimes it also changes my selection and whatnot. So a couple of issues that I was like, man, I just wish it could have been so much better. But at the price point, man, you can't go wrong with this. I am loving it. I'm not regretting my purchase one bit. So, okay, let's plug it in and let's look at the Pithouse software. So as you can see here, all of these buttons, you can select how they work. LED, sequence, toggle, button numbers. So like I said here for the paddles, you can do the axis combined, which means it's one axis up and down. You can split to have two different axes if you want your throttle and your brake. I tried it. It didn't feel natural to me because sometimes my cats will hang out around my pedals, and I was like, okay, well, can I adapt my driving? And it was kind of complicated for me, so I just use them as buttons. So I can, upshift or downshift just on one hand. And accidentally, sometimes in the games, I hit the wrong thing and I downshift when I meant to upshift, just to keep that in mind. The mini joysticks, you can set them as mini joysticks or as buttons or as a D-pad. They're pretty neat. Every button you can adjust the color independently and select from the rainbow of colors. It's pretty neat. Like I said, the telemetry, you can adjust it yourself here. And you can even adjust every light, but you can also set the percentage at when it's going to start blinking or when they come on or off. And I mean, I really liked it because I was able to match the colors and the RPMs to the one I had in the car. But also when I'm in the pits or you get a yellow flag or whatnot, you can adjust other, even though you have the RPM going, you can set different lights. So like the 4 6 main lights in the middle will start blinking when I'm in the pit or in the pit speed mode, even though the RPM will still be running in the background. So a lot of little details that you can customize in the pit house. And I didn't see anybody really talking about this, but you can select every individual color and also, like I said, the percentage at which you can set the RPMs to come on and start blinking when you reach your max RPM where you definitely want to shift. So final thoughts, like I said, it's not the most perfect wheel, but it is so good because initially I wanted to make my own wheel and with an Arduino board. And I'm like, okay, well, it might take me 2 or 3 months to build one, so I want something in the meantime. But after 2 or 3 weeks of using this, I'm actually debating, is it even worth it for me to make my own wheel? So folks, viewers, let me know in the comments down below if you still would like me to make my own wheel, like me to see the design of it, what I would change, what I would make better. And tell me what you think of this review. What do you think of what I had to say? What would you like to know more about this wheel? If I can explain it to you, if I can make another video, let me know. In the meantime, I would really appreciate if you would like, share, and subscribe because it really helps out us little content creators. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.